Those three foods are extremely harmful for the health and the well-being of menopausal women. Please, I really want you to let this message reach all the women over 40, because this is really going to be a helpful video, especially that they will not have to buy anything, they will just have to use strategically and healthier, exclusively on Nutrition TV. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Josie-K, your tropical nutrition expert, very passionate about tropical nutrition and with 12 years of experiences. I would gladly and humbly like to encourage you to get your own collection of books in order for you to go deeper in the thematic of libido, menopause, fat loss, flat belly, and so on. Today we are taking the initiative to come and support the women over 40, especially the category which is already experiencing the menopause. And as you know, the menopause is a stage of life of women where there is a complete change in hormone production, and which is going to come with a lot of side effects. And as side effects, you already know, we mentioned it many times in this channel, you have the hot flashes, you have the tiredness, you have the weakness of the bones of the skeleton, you have like dryness of the skin, you have these mood flows, and so on. And there is also a lot of scientific research and a lot of information which is coming from this book dedicated to menopausal women, which are really giving easy tips that if they are able to use it, they will have an extremely good relief. So the number one tip, please, if you are over 40 and already have menopause, please find a way to reduce your consumption of spicy food. Find a way to reduce your consumption of chili, your consumption of pepper. Everything which is very spicy, you have to find a way to reduce the frequency and the quantity of this spice, because the more you eat spicy food, the more it increases your body temperature and the more likely you are to experience more hot flashes, intensive hot flashes, and night sweats. And as you know already, the hot flashes are one of the signs or one of the problems that a lot of women are experiencing during the menopause. So you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you will have higher and more intensive symptoms, especially if they are going to make you sweat, even if it's cold, especially if they are going to disturb your sleep. So find a way to reduce your consumption of pepper, your consumption of chili. Instead, you can use more softened spices which are not as hot as pepper, like paprika, like cumin, like ginger. And even if you will not feel the hotness as before, your food is still going to be good, but the difference is that you're not going to experience hot flashes or too intensive hot flashes as before. And before we move to the second tip, the question I would like to ask you, for you watching this video, no matter if you have menopause or not, what are the three main problems that the women in our African community are experiencing when they are over 40, 45? Please help us to understand better this category of women and to be able to bring them the best we can do. So list down, please, in the comment the three problems that menopausal women are experiencing at this level of their life. Thank you very much. So the second tip we would like to encourage you to include in your routine is that please find also a way to reduce your consumption of alcohol, your consumption of beer, your consumption of whiskey, of Baileys, your consumption of cocktail, your consumption of champagne, of wine. No matter the nature of the alcohol, it's not your friend. You know, I even want to say it's like the enemy of women over 40. And please, before you jump on me with anger, let me explain first. So the first side effect of consuming alcohol for women over 40 is that it's going to, to accelerate the osteoporosis. And you know, osteoporosis is like the fragilization of your skeleton. And when you have an extremely fragile skeleton or bones, you are more likely to have fractures. You are more likely to have like some accident which take a lot of time for you to recover. You are also more likely to suffer from back pain, from joint pain. You have hard time to climb the stairs. You have hard time to do the basic task in the house. And by consuming alcohol, you are just making the situation worse already. Because as we mentioned in a different video, you have to understand that over 40, this change in hormone production is creating or is making the woman body experiencing osteoporosis. So naturally already, your body have hard time to keep your skeleton strong. And when you add to it alcohol, no matter the nature, it just makes the situation worse. So you really want to avoid any food, any pleasure which is going to fragilize more your skeleton when you have to struggle to maintain it or to make it more stronger. So find a way to reduce your consumption of beer, of any kind of alcohol, and instead maximize the consumption of water, the consumption of smoothies, the consumption of homemade juice like the bisap juice, like the zobo drink, like the baobab, like the smoothie with moringa, which are going to strengthen your skeleton, to strengthen your bones, and that's how you will still be able to do your regular activity, to continue sport, and to not experiencing at all this pain, this rheumatism that a lot of women experiences over 40. This is one of the wish we have for you. So reduce the alcohol and reduce also everything that has a lot of caffeine, like the coffee, like the cappuccino, like any drink, energized drink, whatsoever that have caffeine inside shouldn't be your friend at all. You can take them occasionally, but again, and a little bit like the alcohol is just going to make your skeleton weaker, and we don't want to find ourselves in such a fragile position. So reduce your consumption of alcohol and of caffeine to be able to have a better well-being. And the other thing also is that the alcohol and the caffeine also increase or also implement the feeling of hot flashes. So you don't want to drink a beer during the day and sweating all over the night as if you were running a marathon. You don't want to drink a little bit glass of wine or a little bit whiskey and find yourself turning in the bed and being obliged to change yourself, to change the bed cover in the middle of night because of extreme sweating. You don't want to find yourself waking up tired, waking up completely in a bad mood because you wasn't able to sleep properly. So please find a way to reduce alcohol and caffeine from your routine in order for you to have a better well-being by using the alternative we proposed to you previously. And the third recommendation is that find a way to have a proper diet. And I don't want to go into detail because we already did it in different video, but please, my main word in this third recommendation is that you have to understand, you have to keep in mind, you have to remind yourself that you're not the same as 20 years ago. You don't have the same metabolism like 15 years ago. You cannot find yourself eating the same in quantity, in quality like 25 years ago. It's not possible at all. In fact, you're not different of a mother who is giving beer to her 1-year-old child. So you see that there is a big gap by giving fufu to a newborn baby, by giving a beer to a 1-year-old baby. It's the same when you refuse to change or to adjust your eating habits to your actual stage of life. And by saying so, I just want to encourage you to keep in mind that it is an obligation for you to make this nutritional transition, to leave your eating habits when you were younger, to embrace the eating habits that match better your actual health status, your actual health challenges, and your actual body needs. And I really want to emphasize on this because I just see that in our community, a lot of our mama, sister, aunties and so on, they are just like holding, they're just holding with all their heart, all their strength, this eating habit that they have since 20 years. They don't want to abandon, they don't want to make a transition, they don't want to adjust their eating habits to their body needs, and that's why a lot of them are experiencing the health problem. As we can see, a lot of them have diabetic, a lot of them have hypertension, a lot of them have back pain, a lot of them have palpitation, a lot of them are not really enjoying this stage of life where they have no burden anymore and where they are supposed to feel like relieved. It's the contrary, I would say. So keep in mind that the same that there is a specific eating habit dedicated to a newborn, dedicated to a 6-month baby, dedicated to a 10-year-old child, there is also one category or one type of eating habit dedicated to women over 40. And it's not luxurious, it's not about lifestyle, it's not about luxurious, it's just like the way we are. So if you're watching this video, I really want you to pay attention to your eating habits by maximizing vegetable, by practicing a little bit sport, by taking a lot of water, by eating a lot of fatty food, by just eating what a woman over 40 is supposed to eat in order to feel good and better. You will find more detailed information in this channel, or you can get your own book about menopause, which is just going deeper by explaining you everything step by step. And I'm very sure that if you're able to take with all your heart the content of this video and to make it as your new reality, there is no reason why you're not going to feel light. There is no reason why you will have again all those health problems. There is no reason why you will not enjoy this step of your life. And this is one of our missions. This is our wish for you today. So please share again this video in this women association group, everywhere that you can find our auntie, our sister, our mama. I know that if they understand this message, they will be able to adjust and to get the result from the effort. So thank you again for watching this content. Do not forget to experience our Kid Detox Bio by Josie-K, an incredible combination of 33 plants which is going to help you flatten your stomach, cut down the excess kilogram, make you feel well, light, and and rejuvenated from inside. And do not forget also to implement your eating habits by getting the books according to the category where you are. And I really want to encourage you to get this particular category, the Superfood by Nutrition TV. It's a combination of moringa, curcuma, combination of dedicated to fight against tiredness, to strengthen your skeleton, and to make you feel better and better. So you will get it through our internet website and to our representative. So thank you for watching this video to the end. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon for another incredible content. It was Josie-K, your tropical nutrition expert. Take care of you guys and see you soon. Goodbye.